that you got that you were not able to share?
Well, that would kind of defeat the purpose of having the document and not being able to share it, don't you think?
Uh, okay. Was it the reporter's
Anything I thought that was important, I included in the article or in the Twitter thread. Basically, I got like 30 pages of police reports, and
Holy crap.
most of them are like entirely irrelevant to the case at hand.
Okay.
You know, the January 20th incident is mentioned. That's in the article.
All right, guys. So he's talking about, all right, I have the court document up, the January 20th. But there's also another article that he got, or another police report that he got that we're going to go to first.
Well, this is a court record and not a police report. It's important to distinguish between the two.
Yes. So this is the court record right here. And it says, on or about January 20th, 2023, Mr. Cow falsely reported that the petitioner was trespassing in the marital residence and attempted to have Williamson County law enforcement remove the petitioner from the residence. Then she said, hey, he changed the password. And then what else did he say? He accessed my Spectrum website application to interfere with the internet service at the marital residence. Do you believe this is a marital residence?
I don't know.
Okay.
They live there. Like, when it comes to this will they, won't they opinionated stuff, you know you're not going to get anything from me on that.
Okay. All right. All right. So he's going to stonewall me, guys. But let's go over now. Look, I took it upon myself to watermark your document. So if someone I did.
Why?
I'm Asarch, because it's you. You found them.
I think that's very funny.
You found them. You get the credit. So if it goes up on Reddit and it gets like 1 million clicks, they're gonna be like, "Yo, who is this? I am Asarch." I'm like,
that's See, the thing is I've been writing about digital culture for like 6 years. I have covered dozens and dozens of influencers, from Onision to Dr. Disrespect to all the people you've never heard of.
Exactly.
My name has been involved and thrown around in this for like, long enough. So I don't really care if anyone finds the docs. But I guess I'll just say thank you for watermarking.
Exactly, man. There we go. That's the spirit. So look, we're going to go through this together, right? This is very important because look at the date on this. And look, as me being an investigator, I know how you have to write these reports. You have to structure them very like timely, like, hey, I arrived at this time. I was notified at this time. And you read it from bottom.
This is not the January 20th incident.
No, this is not. This is just a funny incident that I thought was hilarious.
Sure.
But
then let me talk about this one for a minute.
Go ahead. You have the floor.
Sure. So this one was just in there. I don't really get it. I watched a bit of his live stream that day. I think he streamed about like 9 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah, the man is an animal. It's good for journalism because you can, establish a record of where he was. But this one just seemed like weird and intense, screaming around naked, yelling help while the cops are there.
But it's something very important in here that you may have overlooked, or maybe you don't think it's important.
Okay, let's hear it.
Boyfriend possibly has alcohol poisoning. That's 5/31/21. If I recall correctly, Sammy made this call and she said, my boyfriend possibly has alcohol poisoning. She wanted EMS. She didn't say my husband. She didn't say my spouse. She didn't say my significant other. She said my boyfriend, which is Mr. Cow's lawyer's argument, basically saying, hey, we only refer to ourselves as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, the way I read it and the way I understood it is that's not what Samantha said. That's what the police report wrote it down as, like D. Cummings at the end.
Okay.
Made that claim. That's not Samantha herself claiming that she's calling xQc her boyfriend.
Okay. All right. So you guys see this. He's saying D. Cummings. I'm saying, hey, it's allegedly possibly Sammy. Anyway, you may know I am a little biased to this. What was it? He takes some medicine or something that's blacked out by Mr. Asarch, which we don't care. And he drank, according to D.
That was not blacked out by me, actually. That was blacked out by them.
Who?
That
Oh,
I believe that was like a HIPAA violation.
oh, okay. So he took something and drank. Hopefully, it wasn't Ambien. A male hurt in the background yelling, "Help me!" So Mr. Kyle, like, help me! Sammy is here." Anyway, but the phone number, Samantha, they give her depth the best. They put on her date of birth, which we don't care. Mr. Kyle, what does it say? Resident concerned about potential swatting. So they're worried about swatting, right? Or is that a fair interpretation?
I think there were also a few other police reports that I had where they called about worries about. There was one that mentioned a tweet that they
Mhm.
saw there was a threat. So as you can like, they also talked about the fact that they were doxxed at that resident multiple times, like
Yeah.
on live streams. So they definitely cared about swatting. So the fact that they thought it was a swatting attempt originally, I believe that's probably what they told the cops is that they get swatted a lot. If you look at like the other reports, they always mention them. They usually have them with their Twitch handle afterwards.
Uh-huh.
So it'll say like Felix and then XQCOW, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Okay. And you said you had about 30 pages of police reports, and I'm probably guessing that's because of the swatting, right?
no, again, it's just a lot of repeating. I'm not like you. I don't need to read through every piece to get
Oh,
donos.
I want
So
see, I want every detail. I want every detail. All right, now, guys, here is the main event, uh, provided by Mr. Asarch, who was
Jesus Christ, man, don't foghorn me.
all right, okay, all right, don't forward. Mr. Asarch, who was gracious enough to do the due diligence, to do the work, to get this goddamn police report so we can know what the hell happened that night. All right, so let's go to it. Let me share it. And here we go. We'll go at the bottom, from the bottom up. Homeowner's name is Mr. Cow, and this happened on 1/20/23 at, what does it look like, 10:55 p.m. Okay. Uh, they have court next week, so that's why he is concerned it's her. So he suspects that Sammy is there. The front light is on in upstairs. A friend is also sitting out front. Who is the friend sitting out front?
The friend was I do you know what? I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, almost got him, guys. I
Um,
almost got him. Now, here's the thing, right? I know what everyone's saying. X is Samantha, 5'10", dark, straight hair, heavy set, and that's B well, and that's how the officer described her. I don't know. I only seen that Valentine's Day picture, and I know you guys are probably about to, do y'all well stuff, but be respectful because this is gonna get used in court, guys. This is gonna get used
yeah,
in
I can say I really disliked that they used heavyset to describe any woman.
Yeah,
And
that's just them doing their job. That's what they'll say. Like, hey, she's now look, heavy set is subjective. So let's shoot her some bail. Okay. Heavy set is subjective. I used to date someone, it doesn't matter who I used to date. Anyway, front light is on upstairs. Friend is also sitting out front. I wish he would have put the friend out front. And I bet you, because the friend is the person who she told, who's probably going to have to testify in trial. Would you agree?
I don't know. I don't feel the need to throw other people into this mess that aren't doing it publicly.
Okay,
Uh,
that's fair enough. I can respect that. I can respect that. I respect that a lot. Now, if the female, like, look, trust me, if it was me and I knew the female's name, I'd be like, hey guys, it was
oh
this.
yeah, you'd be fucking blasting it. You'd put it in a thumbnail, probably alongside Andrew Tate's. You know,
I would probably, like, when I saw Aiden Ross in there and I saw Destiny, I was like, God damn, why are they in here? And then when I read it, I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, so let's keep going. The friend whose name they blacked out. This spoke to me at the top. This spoke to me. We're gonna read the notes. Spoke with Mr. Cow and his attorney. The female in the residence was his ex-girlfriend and her mother. So, like, where's the father at? Where's the father? Where has the father? Is she? Do you know the relationship with her father? Is the father in her life? Is the father dead? Like, what's going
I
on?
think your fixation on women and their fathers is really gross.
Oh,
Uh, and like entirely irrelevant to the overall story at hand.
okay. I could take some criticism. I could take some criticism. But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
it does. She told her mom, father. and only her mother testified. That's where I'm like, if I told my mother,
Okay, but we don't know anything about her family or the situation at hand.
okay,
You know, like all we know is that the mother was there. I will say in the police reports, I think it mentioned that the cousin lived there at some point with them,
oh,
but overall, we don't know the family dynamic. So to make assumptions about the family dynamic,
I'm asking.
uh,
I'm just asking where is he at. I'm not assuming anything. I'm just like, hey, it just seems odd to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm different because I got a daughter, and I'm like, dude, I'm like so involved in my daughter's damn life. But anyway, they stated they had been there since Thursday due to an upcoming court case over assets and to determine if they were legally married. Sammy stated that they were married, and Felix stated that they were only girlfriend and boyfriend for 6 months. Like, I thought they were together for 2 years. Where's the 6 months come out?
when it comes to, I guess this is an important thing to preface it with all of these reports. Like these are police officers, basically like their words are being transcribed in real time, or at least like notes about what they're saying are being transcribed in real time.
Mhm.
It's not to be taken as like 100% fact of what the person is saying.
Okay.
It's more just like an assumption of everything that's going on, like at the time.
Okay. All right.
So like the fact that they said girlfriend boyfriend for 6 months, like I don't like I don't think it's evidence of anything in the case.
Okay.
Uh, it's just that like this corroborates an incident listed in the police report. I
Okay.
know I'm boring.
No,
I
you're
I
great. No, Steven, you're great. For guys who don't know, Steven put me going to so much game about Twitch, about you streamers. Y'all really need to follow him on Twitter. Even though he just chewed me out for talking about her father, it's still all good. I still got much love for him. And this is his work, guys. This is his due diligence because I gave up. I'll be honest. I gave up. I was like, man, I'm calling the police station. I can't even get through. They like push one for English. I was like, "Ah, all right, I got other stuff to do. But let's keep
really
going.
that's what stopped you, the push one for English. I got through that page at least.
Yes, you did. All right, let's keep going. The Williamson County case is on Monday. That's when they had the hearing on the 23rd, which I'm trying to get I'm trying to get that, but it's probably sealed by now. Was whether they were legally married or not. I asked the mother and Sammy if they had somewhere else to stay tonight, and they stated no. So they basically said, hey, we're going to stay here tonight. I contact the CID, the defense attorney, and the DA stated, I really could not enforce I looked this up. This is a common trespass warning or something at this time, and was most likely going to have to wait until the court hearings. So he couldn't kick her off the property because it wasn't proved or not that they are married or divorced. Is that a fair interpretation, Stephen?
Yeah, that's what I got from it.
All right. So what do you guys think about this? Y'all feel bad for Mr. Cow? Anything you would like to add other than like they need to put some respect on your name for doing all this due diligence, for making my job easier?